Okay, first before we begin, the Armenian tradition, well, I think the Armenian tradition of making a delicious dolma or any kind of nice meal, and if we're doing it like a few of us together, is we make it as a fun thing, whereas we have a little something to eat, we have a little music, we chat, we giggle, we make it into a loving, pleasant activity. And that's what makes the dolma even more delicious, no matter what the ingredients is. And also, we make it special that we've had a nice afternoon together, and you know, this is probably what our grandmothers used to do before, and our great-grandmothers. And anyway, so the dolma we're going to do, I think the first stage is to get the leaves out of the jar, unless you have a garden and the vine leaves grow in your garden, which we did in my home. My grandmother would go and pick it on the ladder in the garden, and my mom would help her, and so on, but I'm not so fortunate to have that. So what I would like you to do is to take this and then you put it like that. I think that's the first stage, like get it all ready for, you know, for wrapping. And I think this is like please, you can do it here. You can do it with your mom.
Isn't there any need to rinse the leaves?
Yes, once we open them. But yeah, it's in but also yes. But we will mention that that's what we need to do. So I was reminded that we need to rinse the leaves. So once you take them out of the jar, you rinse them in running cold water, and then it gets rid of the salt a little bit. But if you don't put too much salt in the mixture, it will balance itself. Anyone has an idea? Correct me, please, as you go. So I'll give you a plate where you can wrap the actual dolma on it. That would be the eventually. There we go. Now I'm going to get an. Oh, I'll use this as my bowl, I guess. So I've got fresh coriander and fresh parsley. The thing to do is when you want to chop them up for your ingredients, you wash them beforehand and lay them all out on a cloth to dry, so that the water doesn't make it slimy afterwards. But because we are doing this now, we're doing little shortcuts. I'm not going to do every single detail, like wash this, do that. I don't have the kitchen behind me. So we're going to imagine. So I would say half parsley, half coriander for the amount we're going to do. My grandmother was putting also dry tarragon in it. It gives it an extra. You have another idea? Any other herb you would use, perhaps?
That's perfect.
Yeah. Mint, fresh mint. Yeah, that's nice. Dill as well, of course. Ah, in the mixture. Cinnamon in the mixture. That's nice. Susie John, how do you do it?
Dry mint.
Dry mint. Yeah. Which region is that from? The ones that mix the dry mint. Which part of?
I think Turkey.
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 Ah, okay.
Mainly Istanbul.
Okay, makes sense. Right.
Is it the same? Turkey origin?
No.
No.
What do they do in Yerevan?
Yeah, dry mint.
Dry mint?
More than fresh.
Ah, dry more than fresh. Maybe because the fresh might go black or a bit bitter.
Or fresh we put it inside like that, slice, to give you some.
Oh, in between.
Yes.
I see, when it's cooking.
Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'm Armenian and I was born in Iran, and there they would put sour plums in between, or sour grapes. The grapes that haven't ripened and are still sour, they would put it in between.
When it's cooking.
When it's cooking, and it sort of, when it bursts, it gives that flavor out onto the... So there's so many different varieties of doing that. Okay,
Ben neden?
super.
Sergi filmine götürdüm.
Oh, yes. Delicious. Yes. Yes. Serkevila, Anglereno, Vedumo, quince. Quince. That's lovely. Also, we put layers of potato, thickly cut, under the pot, so that when you're cooking, the pot doesn't burn under it. It's a protection. And also absorbs all the lemon and tomato, whatever you're putting into the potato. And you can eat it as well.
In Iran also pilav, they do like that, with potatoes.
Yes, yes. My mom does that very well. Okay, so basically we cut the herbs. I had made a ready-made mixture, but I have left it in Jacob's. So we're going to make it together now. So shall we put the mixture in here? And then mix it, and then we'll try to wrap it up. Did you all have a dolma, a ready-made dolma that we had made? Did you all taste one? Yes. It's got a good blade, and you just put all your herbs in there, even your onion. What kind of meat did you put in yours? It was beef. A little bit of, very little bit of, small amount of beef that was a bit
Just minced beef you put in them?
Yeah.
Did you season it with anything?
Yeah, salt, pepper, and onion, and the herbs, because the herbs have a delicate taste. So I don't put too much spices, not to take out the flavor of the herbs.
So the same herbs that we're doing
Yeah, more or less, yeah. I learned from one Armenian lady that she put pine nuts in the vegetarian one, which we're making. So we're going to put pine nuts, and we're going to put pomegranate molasses, and then the herbs, and a bit of onion, rice. And one lady, actually, you might know her, her husband was Mr. Armen Sarkisian.
Yes.
She used to ask me to make dolma for them, and she said, can you please put lentils in it? And from there on I learned to put lentils, because it makes sense. Lentils is a bit of protein, not just rice. So, but it's a matter of taste. You can put, you can not put, up to you. A lot of people do it just rice and herbs, but you can jazz it up. You can put pine nuts in it, lentils in it. Yeah. Some people put raisins in it. Depends, you know. Pine nuts goes well. I mean, ideally, I want to roast the pine nuts a bit to give that lovely taste. So if you do it at home and you want to put pine nuts in it, put a little bit of, toast it up. Yeah, in the frying pan, it's quick. You don't need to cook the rice because it cooks itself. But ideally pudding rice is the best one. It's the correct rice to put is the pudding rice. It's short and round. Yeah, and when you go to the Arab shops, they have all these things that we need. They have it. So this is not the right knife, but then I will try to manage with what we have.
Can you move the bottles so
This
we can
one?
see what you, yes, so we can see what you have.
I'm just chopping the herbs, making them as small as possible. Lovely smell of coriander and parsley is coming up. My son loves eating fresh herbs with his food. He learned that from the Armenians. And he says to me, Mom, can you remind me of your name again? Levon. Thank you so much. Okay, so some herbs, like that. How many cups of rice should I put? 1 cup, no?
You are asking
Yeah.
me? All depends.
on how much I'm making.
Not
but-
only how many you
for-
want to do it, all depends.
Yeah, thank you so much. So 1 cup of rice. And some lentils. Shall I put lentils in it?
I think some with raisins.
Yeah, raisins are delicious.
Again, which lentils? Because some, especially this kind, need soaking. Others don't.
Yeah. It should be, I did the mixture that I made, had little tiny little lentils.
Yes, maybe
Easy
the
to
little
cook.
ones,
They cook quickly
yeah.
with the rice at the
What
same
about these
time.
ones? Would they cook?
They might, if we put enough liquid,
Okay.
they might.
You could put bulgur instead of the rice. Can you put bulgur instead of
Oh,
rice?
yes, yes you can. Lovely. Where are you from?
I was born in Iran.
Iran?
Yes.
All right, I get it. Oh, who told you about the bulgur?
The what?
The making it with the bulgur.
Well, I lived in America most of my life, so there's Armenians from all over the world. And they make dolma, because everyone makes it different. Some
Sure.
makes it, I've never heard of lentils.
All right. Yeah,
But
this is
there's
how I,
Sarma.
Yeah,
is it
Sarma.
just rice.
yeah.
And then some make it with bulgur. I think. No.
It's possible. I think maybe the Cyprus Armenians.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah. The meat
You know what? I think we will grate the
And the
onions.
bulgur is good.
The meat,
I will grate the onions.
When they
because
make
it's
with
smaller
meats.
and quicker.
dolma with.
Just do this quickly now.
Yeah, maybe grating on this.
Yeah, it's quicker. Thank you, darling. Onun telefonu sayın.
It's great.
We'll put some olive oil. Okay. Some pine nuts, which is nice if you toast it up. Be generous with everything, chuck it in. What else? Lemon juice, a bit of lemon, fresh lemon juice. Thank you so much. Salt and pepper.
This is just right, because my husband has started his Lent
Remember the
fast.
leaves are salty.
Oh yeah?
His Lent fast.
I'll start mine from, oh yeah, you're right. I'll start mine from Tuesday, after Shrove Tuesday. The only thing I find hard to give up is my yogurt.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah, very much. So salt, pepper, I didn't put any cinnamon, but it's your choice if you like to put. Personally, I love my grandma's recipe with the tarragon. If you have dry tarragon, please do add it. It gives it a really nice taste. I'm going to put some pomegranate molasses in it, like a tiny bit. It's really nice. And with the meat one, well, also with this one, you can also put tomato puree in it as well. But it's either or, you can't put both. Or none.
I've never made it with pomegranate.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really tasty, especially with the pine nuts. My mom saw on YouTube an Armenian lady doing a program making dolmas, and then she loved it, and she came and taught me how to do it, that version, with the pomegranate molasses and pine nuts, and it's delicious. You know, when you make a pot of this and you put it in the fridge, and you come home from work and you're tired, you just take 3 or 4 of those out cold like that, you know, and it's so satisfying, delicious, and nice, and that's all you need. Okay, so now we mix it all up with our hands, but we can also do it with the spoon.
That's not the right way.
No, it's not. It won't taste good.
The only time I've made this, I cook the onions in advance, so to me this is great, that you don't cook any of the filling.
Oh yeah, you don't need to do
That's
that.
brilliant.
And if you grate it, then it's really soft and it will cook easily. It will melt.
I'll make it again.
And that's it. And then now I'll give you some here. There you go.
Sonia, how much onion did you put in?
For this particular amount, I put 1.
One.
Yeah. But if I was to make double that, I'll put 2, and so on. But there is no rule, to be honest. If you put a little bit more, it's not going to taste bad. You know what I mean? But for a bowl, 1 onion grated in should be done. And you can experiment different ones at home. You can make it with pomegranate molasses in it. You can make it with a little bit of tomato puree in it, or none of them. Just a bit of cinnamon that will blend with the herbs, or what else you can do? Just a lot of lemon juice and olive oil, and again, nothing else. So you can, vary it to how you like it. Half a teaspoon of sugar for at least, okay.
It brings
The flavors out. That's a good secret. I didn't know that. Yeah.
well, so balance sweet and
The sweet and the sour. Delicious. Yes. The molasses is quite sweet, so you wouldn't need that. But if you didn't put the molasses, then you would put that. I'm just going to tidy up a tiny bit and get rid of this. I didn't put the lentils this time. I'm worried that it might not cook because I didn't bring the tiny lentils. Yeah. Yes. Shame I didn't bring that mixture that I had made already. I don't know where I left it. They're at home.
Don't want to get in the way of the...
Just to wash my hands.
And if you use the fresh one to go close, then they're great.
My son is made it.
Okay, because we don't have too many dolmas and we're making a small batch, we need a small pot. Because if we put the dolmas in a big pot and we don't have enough, then it will all open up.
Do you have a technique when you wrap them?
Yes.
Okay, she's going to show it now.
So I'm going to show you. So we take one of these minutes.
Please watch, this is where the thing becomes.
This is it. So we put a teaspoon in the middle. There we go. So we put quite a lot like that. And then the thing is to wrap it tightly so it doesn't open up. Sort of in the middle. So like that. Please, if you have anything to tell me, tell me. Because the ladies with experience, we need to always ask you. And then we put it on the corner of the pot. And then all around, and then, yes, like this one I put potatoes. You see this? I cut the potatoes like that. No, I don't cook them. They got cooked, the meat ones. Did you try it? Please try a bit of the potato like that. We leave the plate, the last one? No, I'll take them from you. I'll want some of them.
I can see that.
It's nice, isn't it? It takes all the taste of it. Yeah, you can eat it on its own. I love it myself. That's fine. I give it a pot so that they can also have very little parcels. Okay. Nicely wrapped and compact next to each other, like brother and sisters. Close.
Jacob, have you learned?
I've never learned enough. I'm always learning. I'm a student of prophecy. But if someone wants my place, I'm happy to. But if no one takes it, then I'll sit right
Okay, keep on. Take the side. Are you from Armenia? Wow, that's going to be the tastiest dolma out of the whole pot. Excellent. Look at that. He did the best dolma out of everybody. Okay, we're going to put that here. We're going to know when it's cooked and ready. The one on the top, the left-hand side. Nice. Sarma. Do you hear me? Which was the Hamaink? Yes, you're right. The Sarma.
cooking this so we can start the next
Okay, I'm going to put lemon juice,
Listen to this very
all the lemon juice I have, because I love them sour.
You're not listening.
And then I'm gonna put olive oil.
We're going to cook this now.
Be generous, extra virgin. The next generation. Big hand of applause for them to do such a good job.
You have to wash your hands again.
Okay.
Now that you've cooked, you have to wash your hands again.
No, if you don't wash your hands, it'll taste even better. Okay, I'm gonna take this to the kitchen now. Put a heavy plate on it, something, and let it cook until the Monty is done. Put juicy juice on top of the dolmas that you prepared. Yeah, and then put a jar with some water, press it down, so all the dolmas are kept tightly while they're cooking. Or use a pressure cooker. They will expand. Yeah, exactly. So this, we must all remember to do. Small one, I don't want too much.
Do you mind getting some context? No.
I mean, there's many places I want to
من Alman çarem denen Ramesh dedim. Ormana
No, last New Year's Eve. Last year.
Fridge.
My friends picked an interesting time to get married.
It's usually the tones body before the take. That's so cute, երեխեքի սարքազներն են մեջ նո։ Ստակիները կը definitely are. Չերվես հա շատ տա։
Okay, get in the line.
What's your name? John. You like dolmas? Do you like eating dolmas? Would you like to try?
Especially that one.
There's more interesting. She was